Am I the a-hole for telling my husband he's too broke to be so sexist? So my husband comes from a traditional family. Mom's a stay-at-home mom. Father was a sole provider. I come from the opposite. My mother pretty much forbade from ever being financially dependent on a man and drilled that into me early on. My husband worked hard to unlearn the values he saw replicated at home. He often more than pulled his weight at home, was an engaged present father and a genuine partner. The one thing that grinds my gears is how much weight he puts on the opinions of his family. I get that we all want our parents to be proud of us, but this is too much. My in-laws are staying with us for 2 weeks. Our usual MO is I prep breakfast. We all eat lunch at work, school, and my husband makes dinner. We have a cleaner, but she's on holiday, so in the meantime, we're DIYing the cleaning where it's down to everyone to keep their space clean and common spaces we all clean. This is how we've always done it, and it works. My in-laws hate that I'm one of those modern women. They hate that I work. They hate that I don't find my purpose in being a wife and mother. And they hate that my husband pulls his weight at home. We spoke pretty frankly early on, where I established my boundaries and told him I won't be chastised about how I live my life in my home. When I am a guest in their home, I accommodate their way and play the daughter-in-law they wish I was. They have, for the most part, respected this. I got home yesterday after work and tired and starving. I typically get home 8:15, 30, and we eat at 9. I said quick hellos and ran up for a pre-dinner shower. When I came down, I went to the kitchen to help set for dinner and found nothing ready. I asked my husband about it, but he wouldn't look at me, and his mother answered that he didn't cook anything. She told me I needed to do my duty as a wife and cook for my family. My coward of a husband still wasn't looking at me. I just walked away and ordered takeaway. I dished up for me and my kids, and we sat at the table to eat. My husband and his parents served themselves and joined us. My mother-in-law was still going about what was wrong with me and why I was a failure. I asked my husband if he had anything to say. He said his mother had a point and it wouldn't hurt if I acted more like a proper woman and took better care of my home and children. He said tradition was tradition for a reason, and it was kind of insulting that I thought I was too good for how he was raised. This is where I might be the a-hole. I told him tradition won't allow a man on $35K to support a family of 5, and he was too broke to be so sexist. He looked hurt, and I saw tears welling in his eyes. He excused himself from the table. I regret saying this in front of our children, but him saying that to me after I'm busting my ass to clean up his mess on top of having to deal with his parents was too much for me. Am I the a-hole? She's definitely not the a-hole. I always say this, I literally repeatedly say this all the time. It does not matter whether it's your family member or a random person. If someone has the audacity to try you while you're being nice and being kind and they keep doing it over and over, you just have to tell them the truth. 35K in this economy is nothing, and to support 5 people, that's absolutely poverty. If he can't do the tradition that he's speaking about, then why is she required to do the tradition? If he cannot take care of 5 people and for them to have a normal, decent living, not the whole struggle life thing that people want, a normal, stable, financially stable house, then how the hell does he expect her to go to work and come home and take care of everything at home? I feel like some people, they think that they're so much smarter than others. In what world is it realistic for a woman to go to work, provide half, if not more, of the finances, come home, cook and clean? Because cooking and cleaning is literally a 24-hour duty. You cook 3 times a day. You do laundry for all these people in the house. 5 people for laundry. That's a lot of people. You're cleaning after 5 people. And on top of that, you have to pay bills. In what world is that realistic? If his parents want him to have, the traditional family so bad, then maybe they should give him money so he can take care of his family financially, so she doesn't have to go to work, so she can take care of the domestic duties. And on top of that, it makes me sad how some people are so dumb and they let their families break up their happy homes. Clearly this man was happy. He's clearly easily influenced. Cleaning's not a big deal. Obviously, they have an arrangement where they're splitting the bills and taking care of their kids and taking care of things at home together. Why would he want to ruin that for himself? If they were to get a divorce, he would have to either pay child support or the custody would be 50-50, and I'm pretty sure he can't afford to take care of him and 4 kids on a $35K salary. Comfortably, anyways. Yeah, but what do you guys think? She's definitely right. She ate that up. I would have been like, you are way too broke to be acting like this. And if you want to act like this, you might want to go with your mommy and your daddy. Because if we're going to be talking about traditions, royal traditions, you have no value in that. So you might want to keep your mouth shut. Am I the a-hole for telling my friend it's not my problem she married a useless man? I, 32 female, am a single mother of 2 kids, 6 male and 5 male. So I am a single mother by choice. My kids are donor conceived. I am lucky enough to have a good job, French teacher in a private school, and a paid off house, parents' life insurance, and inheritance. Before I had either of my kids, I made sure to have years' living expenses saved. Then I would take you guys, I don't know. What do you guys think about people who have kids through donors and stuff like that? Like, do you guys think that's morally right? I feel like that's not morally right, but more on that later. Before I had either of my kids, I made sure to have years living expenses saved. Then I would take a sabbatical to recover from birth, as well as bond with my kids. While on sabbatical, why is that so hard to say? I still tutor some kids for some extra income. My friend, 34 female, just had a baby 2 months ago. She is the breadwinner in her household, and her husband has been unemployed since he was laid off during COVID. That was 4 years ago. It was great to be pregnant at the same time, as well as having a friend with a newborn, but it has turned sour. She has been saying how jealous she is of me being able to take off a whole year from work, how she would have loved not to worry about losing their home, how she doesn't even have a couple $100 in her savings account, let alone a whole year's worth of living expenses. I usually ignored it or brushed it off because I kind of understand the stress she is under. Well, starting about 10 days ago, she started hinting at not being able to afford daycare, and any mention of her husband taking care of their kid is brushed off. I don't get it. If he doesn't have a job, then why the hell do they need daycare? Why does he take care of the baby? Then she started remarking on how much free time I must have, which I deflected by saying truthfully that being a single mom to a baby and a small kid left me no time for no free time actually. Then last night she came out with it and asked if I could do her a favor and watch her kid while she's at work. I was firm but polite. When I said that I couldn't, that I am not capable of watching 2 kids under 6 months, she started almost begging me, saying she can't afford daycare, and if she's not back at work, she will lose her job, and they will end up homeless. I again brought up her husband, and she said that he was not good with kids and isn't capable of taking care of her kid. I kept saying no. She kept pushing until it escalated to her calling me heartless and telling me her that it's not my problem. She chose to have a kid with a useless man. Now she blocked me. I am feeling very guilty about what I said and feeling like the a-hole. This notion that a lot of women have this too, like this notion that when women give birth, that their quote unquote village is their moms, their sisters, their aunts, like their friends, their female cousins, everybody but that raggedy man that they married is so overdated and needs to get rid of. Like, this man A doesn't have a job, B doesn't want to take care of the damn kid while she's at work providing for them. What exactly does he want to contribute to this damn relationship? Either go get a job and pay off the bills or take care of the damn baby, because when you take care of a child, that's a 24-hour work. Like, taking care of a kid is a 24-hour it's a 24-hour work. You're either watching the baby when he's sleeping so he doesn't do something crazy to himself, or it's awake and you have to watch it. Like 24/7, no matter what you do, you gotta watch a baby. This just stressed me out. Like, women who act like this just stress me out. She could have just been a damn single mom like her friend, like OP, and conceived her baby that way. Because at this point, this one, between the two of them, there's no difference. She has a man and she's still a single mom. I don't even know. These women just stress me out.